The National Electric Power Regulatory Authority or Nepra came under scrutiny on Monday over sudden changes to Pakistan's net metering policy. The National Assembly Standing Committee on Industries and Production questioned the regulator's move, which shifts from net metering to net billing. Committee members said the policy change could undermine investor confidence in government policies and discourage industries from adopting clean energy solutions. Chairing the meeting, MQM Syed Hafeezuddin said industrial units that invested in solar power under the previous net metering system have been left uncertain after the introduction of the new net billing policy. The committee and government officials expressed concerns that Nepra's decision was not based on any rational study conducted by the Power Ministry. Hafeezuddin emphasized that Pakistan needs to promote solar and other clean energy initiatives which could help reduce long-term business costs. The committee also reviewed ongoing development projects under various departments of the Industries Ministry. Several proposals were turned down due to incomplete monitoring reports, delays, and cost escalation. Dr. Mehreen Bhutto highlighted that projects had been delayed by 6 to 9 years and the briefs presented to lawmakers often lacked essential details, including financial figures. In international news, Pakistan strongly condemned Israel's recent decision to convert areas of the occupied West Bank into state property. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres called on Israel to reverse the measure, labeling it unlawful.
I can tell you that the Secretary General is gravely concerned by the reported decision of the Israeli Security Cabinet to authorize a series of administrative and enforcement measures in Area A and Area B of the occupied West Bank. The Secretary General warns that the current trajectory on the ground, including this decision, is eroding the prospects for a two-state solution. He reiterates that all Israeli settlements in the occupied West Bank, including East Jerusalem and their associated regime and infrastructure, have no legal validity and are in flagrant violation of international law, including relevant United Nations resolutions. Such actions, including Israel's continuing presence in the occupied Palestinian territory, are not only destabilizing, but, as recalled by the International Court of Justice, unlawful. The Secretary General calls on Israel to reverse these measures and all parties to preserve the only path to lasting peace, which is a negotiated settlement for a two-state solution in line with relevant Security Council resolutions and international law.
Israel's foreign ministry stated that the policy aims to clarify legal rights, but the move faced widespread criticism for violating international law. Pakistan's foreign office said Israel continues to disregard international law, undermining their prospects for a just and lasting peace in the region. Arab nations including Saudi Arabia, Egypt, Qatar, and Jordan also criticized the measure, calling it illegal and destabilizing. The European Union echoed the calls, stating that annexation is illegal under international law.
The UN expert Francisca Albanese, French Foreign Affairs Minister, asked for the resignation of Madame Francisca Albanese, who is an expert for the Palestinian occupied territories. His accusation is based on false or fake news, because this has been documented by the Amnesty International and France 24 that the accusation was false. My question is, what is the reaction of the European Union, and should the European Union look for ways to protect the experts who are fighting for the respect of international law, like Madame Francisca Albanese and many, many others, and also the judge of the International Criminal Court, who are sanctioned by the United States? My second question is about, maybe for you also, it's about the invitation Madame von der Leyen received to attend the Board of Peace meeting, I think 18 or 19 in Washington. Will Madame von der Leyen participate in this meeting? If so, does that mean that the observation the European Union made public officially here in the press room, but also in the European Summit on January 22nd, about the scope of this Board of Peace, about its charter, its governance, and its lack of compatibility with the United Nations Charter? Does that mean, if she participates, that these observations are solved and cleared? Thank you.
Thank you, Nordin, for your questions. I'll start on the first angle and then I'll go to the second. We do not comment on comments, as you all know. But allow me to here also state the following. We condemn all forms of anti-Semitism, and this is clear. I will also recall the statements from both the President von der Leyen and the High Representative Kaya Kallas on the day of International Holocaust Remembrance Day. We take note of the calls from some member states for Madame Albanese to resign, but that decision on her future is to be taken by the UN. The EU has had a consistent and consolidated position on the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, underlining our strong commitment to international law, comprehensive, just and lasting peace based on the two-state solution in accordance with the relevant resolutions of the UN Security Council, where two democratic states, Israel and Palestine, live side by side in peace within secure and recognized borders. I will also add that the EU is a firm supporter of the UN human rights system and that we will continue to support efforts towards independent investigations into violations and abuses of human rights and violations of international humanitarian law, including those that may amount to international crimes. So this is what I have to say on the matter. When it comes to the second point, I can also elaborate on that, and Olaf is also ready to add if he judges so relevant. President von der Leyen indeed did get an invitation to the meeting of the Board of Peace on the 19th of February. Our position remains unchanged and has been very clear from the start. We have a number of questions on a number of elements in the Charter of the Board of Peace related to its scope, its governance, and its compatibility with the UN Charter. We are ready to work together with the United States on the implementation of the Comprehensive Peace Plan for Gaza, with a Board of Peace carrying out its mission as a transitional administration in accordance, again, with the resolution of the UN Security Council 2803. We are actively engaging with the United States on how we can jointly reach this objective.
Many thanks for that very clear answer, Anwar. Nuruddin, you have a follow-up.
In your presentation of President von der Leyen agenda, you said that she will have the meeting here of the college next Wednesday. But Anwar, is she going to Washington or not? This is my second. I'm finding your answer in the beginning. You are mixing the anti-Semitism with Madame Francisca Albanese mission. There is no link whatsoever between the two issues. Of course, it's true what you have said about the anti-Semitism, but Madame Francisca Albanese, her communication or her, she's her work is almost public. Why are you mixing between the anti-Semitism issue and the experts who are criticizing the colonial policy of Israel? Why you are mixing the two things? I think there is no necessity to do that. Thank you.
Nuruddin, thanks very much for your follow-up. On the first point, we were very clear in relation to the President's agenda and in relation to the position of the Commission vis-à-vis the Board of Peace. And on your second question, with respect, that was a statement, not a question. So with that, we're going to move on to other topics. Are other questions on this topic for Anwar, first of all? Go ahead.
Tatiana Vysotska, European Pravda, Ukraine. I want just to clarify about this Board of Peace sitting. Ursula von der Leyen says no to invitation of Trump to America for this sitting. Will the European Union send any envoy to represent, maybe as observer, or no one from the European Union will sit at that in that room? Thank you.
Thank you for your question. We already provided an answer to this, and with that, I am closing down that topic. Other questions for Anwar on foreign affairs? Go ahead.
Meanwhile, Israel has deployed police around the Al-Aqsa Mosque and imposed entry restrictions for Palestinians from the West Bank during Ramadan. Domestically, 3 policemen were martyred in Shangla during a search and strike operation in the Kabul Gram area of Martung Tehsil. The attackers were killed in a police retaliation and a large contingent remains deployed to secure the area. The martyred personnel have been identified as Head Constable Maqbool Ahmed and Elite Force Constable Saidur Rahman and Fida Hussain. In a separate incident in Bannu, an improvised explosive device exploded near the Miryan police station. 2 people, including a Hafiz Quran boy, were killed and at least 17 others were injured. The victims were taken to the district headquarters hospital and Khalifa Gul Nawaz Hospital. Authorities cordoned off the area, collected evidence and launched a search operation. According to the bomb disposal squad, 7 to 8 kilograms of explosive material were used in the blast. Several local officials, including the RPO and Deputy Commissioner, visited the hospital to inquire after the injured.